database. This is I'm not certain if there's a confusion as to the electronic plan review process.
So this is just. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is the contract extension for our Acela database, which handles all of our permitting, our COs, our inspections, the process. This is the permitting software.
So it is not tied to the permitting process? You're just saying this is recording only the permits themselves?
Permits, yes. This is our actual permits. The actual paper permits, the inspections process, and things of that nature. Our electronic plan review process, that's what we're implementing currently and been implementing since prior to the pandemic. That's still going through the process. And it's integrated into Acela. However, it is a separate entity.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll figure out when the appropriate time to raise those questions around process are. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pace. Any other questions or requests from my colleagues on that paper? Okay, that takes us to the dual referreds. The first two were still held in their respective committees, 22-1176 and 22-R3199. So unless they make it out of their committees this week, we won't be acting on them. And then we have a new one, 22-R3257, Mr. Bond's paper. This is for, looks like aviation, report on task order allocations for a specific contract. This is going to transportation first, so we'll see if there's any movement on that, and if we will pick it for information. Okay, that takes us to papers held. Are any of the papers coming off of held per the departments? At this point, I'm not aware of any, but here's your chance to let us know.
Excuse me, Councilor Juan, this is Anita. Yes, item 34, we expect the is waiting on the IPRO report.
Okay, so the IPRO is ready to go, or will be in time for Wednesday, is that correct?
Yes, it will.
Okay, very good. So we'll be ready to act on 34. Everything else going to remain held, correct?
Also, item number 27, we were going to ask for it to be filed.
Okay. Item 27 to be filed. Okay. All right. Other papers?
And item number 33, the DWM customer refund.
Okay. So we have the substitute ready to be distributed by tomorrow. Is that correct?
You should have it.
Very good. Okay. So we'll have items 27 to come off to be filed, item 33 to be substituted and acted upon, and then 34. I guess Ms. Kempson-Wright will need to attach the IPRO documentation to that, so we will need to amend, and then that will be ready to be deliberated. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Kempson-Wright? Is that right? Okay. All right. I'll make a note of that. And who, for number 34, who will be speaking to that one?
Michael Smith, aviation, I'll be speaking to that one as well.
Very good. Okay. Anything else from my colleagues or from the departments? Oh, wait. Ms. Kempson-Wright, I remember seeing an email from Mr. Pace about a potential walk-in, but I was in a meeting and did not get a chance to look at it. Are you aware of that?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Mr. Pace sent a request for a walk-in on behalf of the municipal court, I believe. And I believe someone is on the call, Ms. Brandy Reeves, to speak to this item. This is for one of their benchmark case management systems.
Ms. Reeves, are you on here to explain, talk to us about the need for the walk-in? Typically do not encourage them, in fact discourage them, but if there is a time sensitivity, then would love to hear about that. Ms. Reeves, are you on?
Yes, sir. I am, Mr. Chair, but Ms. Davis, Rashida Davis, the court administrator, is also on. I am the deputy chief court administrator, so I will allow her to take the lead.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. This contract is for our case management system, Benchmark. It is what we utilize to input all of our data into the system. The contract expires on April 10th, and so we wanted to see if we could walk it in to make sure that this contract doesn't lapse. We've had some issues in the past with this vendor, so we want to make sure that the contract doesn't lapse before we're able to renew it.
So what happened in terms of it not making it through its regular cycle in time for our meeting?
Yes, we've had a little bit of turnover here. I'm sure all departments are experiencing some issues with employment and hiring and retention. One of our great stellar attorneys actually just crossed over to the city council. So you have snagged one of our stars. So that's kind of where we are in our transition, our delay for that.
And the consequences of not having this in time would be?
There will be a gap in services for our maintenance. They're set to release a new update to our system that's supposed to repair some bugs and fixes to the system.
All right. Okay. Yeah, given the time sensitivity and the importance of this functionality, I will permit it to come in. Just again, typically really do not like walk-ins, but understand the situation you find yourselves in. So Ms. Kempson-Wright, do you have everything you need in terms of being able to add this and process it with our other legislative pieces?
Since we've accepted the approval, then the administration will move forward with placing it in ELMS and routing it to us, so it will be on the agenda.
Okay. Colleagues, any questions or information requests for this? Okay, very good. Ms. Davis, we'll see you on Wednesday. Appreciate the background and if you can make sure you explain that to the committee members during your presentation, that would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Yep. Other pieces of business or legislation that we need to address, Ms. Kempson-Wright, or colleagues? All right, so just as a reminder, we will make a decision by the end of today as to whether it's an 11 o'clock start time or an 11:30 start time based on my conversations with Chairman Faroki. But appreciate everyone's consideration and flexibility given the service for Mayor Michelle. All right, anything else to come before us in this briefing? All right. Again, my apologies for being late. I'll have to get with Damon to figure out what happened with my device, but I'm glad I was able to figure out a different path. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Same here.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you.